Hi, I'm Paul from Glover Nursery, and we're here in the rose section. It is coming up on September, which can mean only one thing, and that is Rose Bloom 2.0. Roses here in Utah give us another major bloom in September and October. That's one of the best reasons to live in Salt Lake City. We are in prime rose growing area here with our low humidity and our decent cold temperatures that give roses a chance to go to sleep in the wintertime. Roses are cool season bloomers, and ever-blooming roses will give you a major bloom in May, June. They will bloom sporadically through the summertime, but then they come back again in September and October when temperatures cool, specifically when the nighttime temperatures cool, and that's because nighttime is getting longer this time of year. So what can you do to prepare for this major return of rose blooms in your garden? Fertilizing is going to be something you want to do because you got to remember that your plants are now going to be putting on a lot of growth because every time a plant wants to flower, it has to put on green growth to do that. And so what you want to do is give them some extra support. Something like Milorganite is a great product. It's something that is marketed for turf, but it can be used on absolutely everything. What's nice about it is a low analysis fertilizer. So that means you're not going to get a tremendous amount of growth in the fall because you don't want that to burn off in the wintertime. But whatever the plant doesn't use, it will also bank in the winter. So this can also be used as a very good winterizer if you want to put winterizer fertilizer on now. Otherwise, you can wait to do that until November again as well. You're going to be trimming roses because hopefully you are cutting lots of roses and making bouquets for the inside. When you're doing that, though, you want to make sure that you are sealing your canes because what we have this late in the season, you have a lot more insects because that's just how their growth cycle works. And there are wasps out there that will lay their eggs on newly cut rose canes, and then those eggs will turn into larvae, and they will turn into what are called cane borers. And so what those little guys do is they will bore right down the middle of the cane and take all the pith out, and you can see it. It looks like someone's taken a drill and gone down into the cane. Obviously, roses don't like that. So what you need to do is seal your canes. What do you use to seal your canes with? Elmer's glue. And I'd suggest you get the sparkling Elmer's glue. I'm sure a lot of you right now bought tons of new school supplies, so buy an extra bottle of Elmer's glue for the garden, and the sparkle will at least give you an idea of where you've been. But that's just enough to seal off that cane. It no longer smells like wood or like rosewood, and the wasps will go elsewhere. But that way you will protect your roses. At the same time, you're also giving them that necessary prune to keep them flushing for at least the next couple months. Mulching is something you want to do as well. Mulching is a good idea year-round, but now is a good time to restore the mulch you have in your garden around your roses. Because what you really want to do is help them to access as much water as they need. Yes, we're all looking to find ways to reduce water in the garden. Roses are something that really need drip irrigation. You don't want to throw water at roses. And so drip irrigation is something nice to be able to give them that source of water because what they're going to be doing is using a lot of that water, pumping that into the flowers. Flowers are really nothing more than a big water balloon, and what you'll find is that you'll get the size flowers that you saw back in May again. You've seen the roses when they are blooming in the summertime. Those roses are smaller because of the heat, but as the cool comes, but also because you have so many roses, the plant is going to need to have a reliable source of water to make sure that everything looks great. And that's it. That's all you need for right now. And we've got still plenty of roses to choose from if you haven't made a rose garden yet. So we've got plenty. Otherwise, get ready because another great reason to live in Salt Lake City, all the roses.